So let's start the chemical properties of phenol. In the previous classes, we have completed studying about the chemical properties of alcohol. Now we are starting the chemical properties of the phenol. So here in the chemical properties of the phenol, we are going to see three different types of reactions for the phenolic groups. Okay. So first here we are going to see the reactions of phenolic group. Okay. That is the OH group. Then second, reaction of benzene group present in the phenolic group, and the third reaction will be special reactions. Special reactions. So let's start now. Here we are going to start for first reaction, that is the reactions of phenolic group. Reactions of phenolic group. Okay, that is the OH group present in the phenol. So here first we are going to see the acidic character for the phenols. So generally phenols are weakly acidic in nature. Okay, they are having weakly acidic nature in the nature, and they turn blue litmus paper to red, and they reacts with the alkali metals there. Okay, they reacts with the alkali metals there to form sodium phenoxide. Okay, to form, as we are reacting it with sodium, then it will react with sodium or sodium there to form sodium oxide, or when it is they are reacted with alkalis also, then they will form the sodium phenoxide. For example, if I am taking an example here, phenol is reacted with active metal, then it will form sodium phenoxide plus H2 gas. Okay, similarly phenol reacted with a base or an alkali, then it will form sodium phenoxide and H2 water. So this is a neutralization reaction, and here we will see that a salt, that is sodium phenoxide and water is been produced out here, which shows that it is a neutralization reaction, and in the neutralization reaction an acid is reacted with a base to form salt and water. So here the phenol is acting as a acid here. Okay, the phenol is acting as a acid here. Now on comparing the acidic nature of phenols with the alcohol, so we will see that the acidic character of phenols are more than that of the alcohol. Okay, it is more than that of the alcohol, and that is also due to the presence of resonance in the phenolic group. Okay, it is due to the presence of the resonance in the phenolic group there. Now let's start the reactions for the phenols. Okay, reactions for the phenols. In that we are going to see the reaction of phenol with the zinc dust. Okay, we are going to see the reaction of the phenols with the zinc dust. Reaction of phenol with zinc dust. So here when zinc dust is heated with phenol, it is reduced to benzene. Okay, when we are heating phenol with zinc dust, then it is been reduced to benzene, and formation of zinc oxide will take place here. Okay, formation of zinc oxide will take place here. Next is the reaction of phenol with acid chloride and acid anhydride and acid anhydride. Okay, reaction of phenol with acid anhydride and acid chloride here. It is termed as acylation. This is the acylation reaction. Okay, so here phenol is reacted with CH3COCl, that is acetyl chloride. Acetyl chloride. Then in the presence of pyridine, it will form phenyl ethanoate. Phenyl ethanoate and hydrochloric acid. Phenyl ethanoate and hydrochloric acid. Okay. Next, when alcohols such as phenol are reacted with acid anhydrides such as acetic anhydride, then on hydrogenation of this, here we will get phenyl ethanoate. Here also the product will be phenyl ethanoate with acetic acid. Okay, with acetic acid. So here acetylation of salicylic acid. Okay, the acetylation of salicylic acid will produce aspirin also, which is an analgesic used for anti-inflammatory and anti-pyretic properties. Okay, so that reaction can be when phenyl acetate is heated with anhydrous AlCl2, it undergoes rearrangement in which acyl group migrates from phenylic oxygen to an ortho and para position, forming ortho and para hydroxyketone. This reaction is also called as Fries arrangement. Okay, so let's see the Fries arrangement. Fries arrangement. So in Fries arrangement, when acetyl phenyl acetate, okay, phenyl acetate is heated with aluminium chloride, then the rearrangement of the compound will take place here, and here we will form ortho hydroxy acetophenone. Okay, ortho hydroxy acetophenone with para hydroxy acetophenone. Para hydroxy acetophenone. Para hydroxy acetophenone. Okay, para hydroxy acetophenone. So this particular arrangement, when phenyl acetate is reacted with in the presence of AlCl3 and it has been heated, then it forms what? It forms the orthohydroxy acetophenone and para hydroxy acetophenone. Okay. Next, reaction of phenol with Phenol with benzoyl chloride. Benzoyl chloride. That is benzoylation. Okay, benzoylation reaction. So here phenol reacts with benzoyl chloride in the presence of aqueous NaOH to form phenol benzoate. Okay, to form the phenol benzoate. So here phenol, when reacted with benzoyl chloride in the presence of NaOH, it will form phenyl benzoate. Okay, it will form phenyl benzoate. The reaction here, it will, the compound here, it can be represented by this chemical formula also. Okay, so this is phenyl benzoate. Okay, this reaction is termed as Schotten-Bowman reaction. Schotten-Bowman reaction. This reaction is termed as Schotten-Bowman reaction. Next is the reaction of phenol with Grignard reagent. Grignard reagent. Okay. So here in Grignard reagent, like alcohols, phenols also react with Grignard reagent to form the alkanes only. They will form what? They will form alkanes. So here phenol, that is C6H5OH, it will react with Grignard reagents such as CS3, MgI. Okay. Methyl magnesium iodide. Then it will form alkane, that is methane, plus magnesium oxy. Here the name will be phenoxy magnesium iodide. Phenoxy magnesium iodide. Okay, the name will be phenoxy magnesium iodide. So these are the reaction of phenols with the Grignard reagent. Next we are going to see the B type reaction, that is the reactions of benzene ring. Okay, so next is the B type of reaction, that is reaction with benzene ring. It is also called as electrophilic substitution reaction for phenol. Okay, it is a type of electrophilic substitution reaction. So here the reaction directly affects the OH group here. Okay, in this case here it will directly affect the OH group here. So here if we are seeing the resonance structure for the phenol here, then we will understand how ortho and para-directive compounds are being formed out here. So the lone pair of electron here, it will get shifted towards this from the oxygen, it will get shifted towards the carbon and oxygen bond here, and a double bond formation will take place here. O plus H, and the double bond which is present here, this double bond will shift to the other carbon atom here, okay, forming a lone pair here. So this carbon atom will attain a negative charge then. Then on moving further here, the lone pair which is present here, it will get converted into pi bond here, and this pi electrons will shift to the another carbon atom for forming a negative charge here. Positive charge on hydro oxygen. Here it will be double bond, and here it will be a lone pair with the minus charge. Okay. Now again, this lone pair will shift to the next carbon atom to form the pi bond there. Okay. Okay, it will be shifted to the another carbon atom to form the pi bond there. Sorry, this bond has been become wrong from my side. Here it will be like this, and this pi bond will get shifted to the another carbon atom here. Okay, so here lone pair on this electron, double bond, and O H with a positive charge. On moving further, the next will be that here again this lone pair will get converted into the pi bond, and this double bond, sorry, here double bond is there. Okay, so this double bond will again form the lone pair here on the oxygen atom, and again we will get the structure for the phenol here. Okay, so here you can observe that in this condition the ortho position, in this condition the ortho position is there. Okay, and here in the condition here is the para position. So the para directive compounds or the ortho directive compounds can be found out when the electrophilic substitution of phenol can be done out here. So here the first reaction is the bromination reaction. In this type of reaction where the benzene ring will be reacting, the first reaction here is the bromination reaction. So when phenol is reacted with bromine water, when phenol is reacted with bromine water in the presence of H2O, in the presence of H2O, then here the formation of ortho para tribromide will take place here. It means that 2, 4, 6 tri bromo phenol will take place here, which will be formed as a white precipitate. Okay, a white precipitate will be obtained out there, which will be the reaction for formation of the tribromophenol, and 3-HBr will be formed out there. Okay. However, in this reaction, we can use this can be taken out in the solution of CCl4 also. Okay, this reaction can be taken place in the solution of CCl4 also, OH, where we will be using for bromination, we will be using the CCl4 or CH2, that is carbon sulfide disulfide or carbon tetrachloride. Then here formation of only orthobromo, okay, 2 bromophenol or 4 bromophenol will take place. 4 bromophenol will take place. Okay. Next, it is the reaction for nitration. The nitration reaction. So in the nitration reaction, phenol is reacted with dilute nitric acid. Phenol is reacted with dilute nitric acid. So on reacting phenol with the dilute nitric acid, the nitration of the compound will take place here, and 2-nitrophenol will be formed out here. 2-nitrophenol will be formed out here. Okay. Also, which is also termed as orthonitrophenol, and this is the minor product. This will be the minor product here. Okay. The major product which will be found out here, it will be para-nitrophenol or 4-nitrophenol. 4-nitrophenol, which will be the major product here. Okay, so this is the nitration reaction. Okay, this is the nitration reaction. So here the mechanism of this reaction is that, okay, one more thing. If you want to separate this mixture, if you want to obtain pure para-nitrophenol, we can or pure orthonitrophenol, we can use the steam distillation method. Okay, as orthonitrophenol is having lower boiling point temperature as comparison to that of the para-nitrophenol, then what will happen? We can easily vaporize the para-nitrophenol there, and by using the that particular steam distillation, we can easily separate this mixture. Okay, separate the component of this mixture, that is 2-nitrophenol and 4-nitrophenol from each other. Here in this reaction, if we are using nitric acid, okay, if we are using nitric acid in excess, okay, in nitric acid is being used in excess with sulfuric acid, that is concentrated sulfuric acid, then the strong nitration of the phenol will take place, and here formation of 2,4,6 nitrophenol will take place. Okay, formation of 2,4,6 nitrophenol will take place here. Okay, so this is the picric acid. This is termed as picric acid. Nowadays, picric acid is generally not formed by this method. It is being formed by the concentrated using concentrated H2SO4 at 373 Kelvin and boiling 2-phenol sulfonic acid with to form 4-phenol sulfonic acid. Then this mixture of phenol sulfonic acid is being heated with concentrated HNO3 to form 2,4,6 trinitrophenol. Okay, the process now been changed. Here it is been the phenol is been first converted to sulfonic acid, then sulfonic acid is reacted with the nitric acid to form the picric acid. Next is the nitrosation reaction. So phenol reacts with nitrous acid, that is Na, and here we can prepare nitrous acid by using NaNa2 plus HCl. Okay, nitrous acid can be prepared by nitrous acid. Nitrous acid can be prepared by NaNa2 plus HCl at low temperature of 280 Kelvin. Okay, so here what we will do, we will react phenol with nitrous acid, which is produced by NaNO2 and HCl at lower temperature of 280 Kelvin to form para-nitrosophenol and with it on further reaction of para-nitrosophenol with the dilute nitric acid, the oxidation will take place and it will be converted to para-nitrophenol. It it will be converted to para-nitrophenol. Para-nitrophenol. Okay. Next reaction is the sulfonation of phenol. Sulfonation reaction. So phenol is reacted with the sulfuric acid, concentrated sulfuric acid at 288 Kelvin temperature to form, okay, to form para and orthophenol sulfonic acid. But the main product at very high temperature, that is 373 Kelvin, the para isomer will be more there. Okay. So here two reactions can be occurred out here. When phenol is been reacted with concentrated sulfuric acid, but at 288 to 289 Kelvin temperature. Okay, sorry. We can take the temperature to 288 to 293 Kelvin temperature. Here the formation of ortho sulfoni, okay, means the formation of 2-hydroxy benzene sulfonic acid. Benzene sulfonic acid will take place, which is the ortho product. Okay, and if temperature has been increased out here, okay, temperature has been increased out from 373 Kelvin, the temperature is made 373 Kelvin, there the para sulfonic acid will be formed out here, that is 4-hydroxy benzene sulfonic acid. Sulfonic acid, which is the para product. Okay, so this is the sulfonation. Next reaction is one of the most important reaction, that is Friedel-Crafts alkylation for phenols. So when phenol is heated with alkyl halide in the presence of anhydrous aluminium chloride, that is AlCl3, in the presence of aluminium chloride, anhydrous aluminium chloride, it forms cresol. It forms cresol. This reaction is termed as acylation. Okay, this reaction is termed as the acylation reaction. So here phenol, when reacted with methyl chloride here in the presence of anhydride AlCl3, that is aluminium chloride, then the reaction will take place here and it will be forming 2-methyl phenol. 2-methyl phenol, that is orthocresol, and with that 4-methyl phenol, that is para-cresol. Okay, it will be found out there. So, next, now more reactions, some special reactions. Okay, in that the first reaction is Kolbe's reaction. Kolbe's reaction. So when sodium phenoxide is heated with carbon dioxide at about 400 Kelvin and 4 to 7 atm pressure, sodium salicylate is formed. Okay, we will form sodium salicylate, which is the major product here. And on acidification, it will give salicylic acid. It will give salicylic acid. Okay, so here when I am reacting sodium phenoxide with carbon dioxide at 400 Kelvin temperature, 4 to 7 atm pressure, it will form sodium salicylate. Okay, phenyl sodium carbonate. And on the rearrangement of this phenyl sodium carbonate, we will obtain COONA, that is sodium salicylate. Sodium salicylate. And on acidification here, when this sodium salicylate is being acidified, then the formation of salicylic acid will take place. Okay, the formation of salicylic acid will take place, that is 2-hydroxybenzenoic acid. Okay, 2-hydroxybenzenoic acid. Now next is the Reamer-Tiemann reaction. Reamer-Tiemann reaction. Okay, Reamer-Tiemann reaction. So here phenol has been refluxed with chloroform in the presence of aqueous sodium hydroxide at temperature of 340 Kelvin. Then hydrolysis is done. So an aldehyde group gets introduced into the ring at a position of ortho in the phenolic group. Orthohydroxybenzaldehyde, that is salicylaldehyde, is formed in this reaction. So phenol is being reacted with chloroform in the presence of sodium hydroxide at 340 Kelvin temperature. Removal of chlorine, that is NaCl, with the removal of water, okay, will take place here to form intermediate product. Then on further reaction of this, more NaCl and NaOH in the presence of NaOH, more NaCl will be released out here to form unstable compound. Okay, so this compound is unstable. Now here the water will remove out here, okay, to form a aldehyde. Then on acidification, the removal of NaCl will take place and we will form salicylaldehyde. Salicylaldehyde. So these were the reaction of phenols. These were the reaction for the phenols, that is Reamer-Tiemann reaction and the Kolbe's reaction. Okay, so in the next class we will see the test for alcohols, and we will end this chapter. 2 or 3 tests will be there which we have to study there, and after that the alcohol and phenol chapter will be over for us. So thank you for watching this video. We will continue in the next class. Thank you.